morning, students. Let's move to the next chapter, plant anatomy. Here you are going to study tissues and tissue systems. You know that what is tissue? Before that, you studied about this cell. What is cell or define cell? Cell is the structural and functional unit of all living organisms. This chapter introduces the internal structure of plant tissues. Internally, it's made up of number of cells. The cells are grouped together and form as a tissues. A single cell grouped together and forms as a tissue. The tissues are grouped together and forms as the organs. Then organ systems. There are number of organs which shows variations internally in plant body. Regarding this, you are going to learn under this chapter. Let's learn. There are two different types of tissues. They are meristematic tissue and permanent tissues. There are two different types of tissues, meristematic as well as permanent tissues. So in this chapter, the first definition is define plant anatomy. The topic is plant anatomy. What is meant by plant anatomy? The study of internal structure and organization is called as plant anatomy. How it will study under microscopic examinations. Without microscopic examination, we may not learn the internal organization of the plant body. So first you learn the definition, define plant anatomy. Study of internal structure and organization of plants. Then there are two different types of tissue, meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. There are some characteristic features of meristematic tissue. Actually, the meristematic tissues are the dividing tissues. The peculiar character of meristematic tissues are dividing cells. These cells have the ability to divide. And these cells are, the shape of these cells are either round, oval or even polygonal shape. There are different shapes of this meristematic tissue which consist of a prominent nucleus and dense cytoplasm. A prominent nucleus and a dense cytoplasm which consists of cell wall. The cell wall is made up of cellulose, which is elastic, and the cells are isodimetric cells. The cells of meristematic tissues are isodimetric, which consist of a prominent nucleus and dense cytoplasm. The cell wall is made up of cellulose. That's a characteristic feature of meristematic cell, and it is self-perpetuating. The cells are dividing cells which has the ability to continuing itself, self-perpetuating. Then there are different types of meristematic tissue. There is a classification of meristematic tissue. Classification. Based on position, origin, function and the plane of division. There are different classification based on position, based on origin and based on function and the plane of division. Classification of meristematic tissue. It is classified into different categories based on position, origin, function and the plane of division. Based on the position, it's classified into apical meristem, intercalary meristem and lateral meristem. So based on the position of the meristematic tissue. The meristematic tissue which is positioned in the apical regions. Here is the apices. This region, apical region, the apices, either the shoot apex or the root apex, the apical meristem is present. So these cells are dividing cells, so it helps to elongate. It helps to enlarge the cells, tissues and the plant part, mainly in the apices of shoot as well as the root. Intercalary meristem. Intercalary meristem which is present, in the plant which consists of nodes as well as internodes. These are present in between the mature tissue as well as it used for the intercalary elongation of the internodes. These are the nodal region. In between two successive nodes are called as internodes. So these are helps to, or it is present in the intercalary meristem which helps to elongate the internodal region. And the lateral meristem which is present and it is used to the secondary growth and it helps to increase the width of the stem. So these are the position based on meristematic tissue. There are three different types: apical meristem, intercalary meristem as well as lateral meristem. Then based on origin, there are two different types of tissues. They are primary and secondary. Primary meristem and secondary meristem. Primary meristem which give rise to primary tissues and secondary meristem which give rise to the cambium, interfascicular cambium as well as the cord cambium. Cambium it gives secondary meristem. Then based on the function, there are three different types of tissues. They are protoderm, procambium and the ground meristem. Based on the function of meristem, it's classified under the category functions of the tissue. Based on this, there are three different types: protoderm, procambium and ground meristem. Protoderm which give rise to the outermost layer, that is epidermis. You know very well the outermost layer of the plant body which is covered by epidermal tissue which give rise to the protoderm. Procambium which gives the cambium tissues, that is xylem and phloem, which procambium which produces the conducting tissues, xylem as well as the phloem, and the ground meristem. Apart from these two, epidermis and the xylem phloem conducting tissues, remaining tissues are produced from the ground meristem. So based on the function, there are three different types of meristem: protoderm, procambium and ground meristem. Finally, there is a classification based on the plane of division. Based on this plane of division, there are two different types of tissues. They are mass meristem, rib meristem and plate meristem. Three different types based on the plane of division: mass meristem, rib meristem and plate meristem. Divisions, the cell has to divide. The mass meristem, it divides all the directions, all the planes. Mass meristem which divides into all planes. Rib meristem which divides anticlinally in one plane. There are two types of division: periclinal as well as anticlinal. In anticlinal division, periclinal which divides like this is. Anticlinal, it divides in this manner. The rib meristem which divides anticlinally in one plane. But plane meristem, it divides anticlinally in two different planes. These are the types of meristematic tissues. This is one of the important 5-mark question. Types of meristematic tissue. Then there are certain theories proposed based on this meristematic cell. There is a shoot apical meristem theory. Shoot apical meristem. Under shoot apical meristem, it's proposed 3 different theories. Number 1, apical cell theory. Number 2, histogen theory. And number 3, tunica corpus theory. There are 3 theories proposed based on this shoot apical meristem. What are they? Apical cell theory, histogen theory and tunica corpus theory. Let us see one by one what is apical meristem theory. Apical meristem theory, which was proposed by Hofmeister. Apical stem theory, apical cell theory was proposed by Hofmeister and which is supported by Nagel. This theory states that there is a apical cell. Here is the apical cell. This apical cell performs all that, it governs the entire, it takes care, it governs all the planes of divisions. Apical cell theory. And this is the apical cell, which is the structural and functional unit of this cell, apical cell. That is apical cell theory. Histogen theory. Histogen theory was proposed by Hans Steen. Hans Steen proposed histogen theory, which is supported by Strasburger. Strasburger supported histogen theory. In this, the apical region, which is divided into 3 different zones. It is distinct by the shoot apices or distinct by 3 different zones, namely dermatogen, peribulum and plerome. The outermost layer, the epidermal tissue, mainly the anatomy which is revealed into 3 different parts, outermost protective layer and middle part as well as the stellar region. The outermost layer, which is dermatogen, here it is divided into or distinct to 3 different zones. The outermost zone is called as dermatogen and the middle part is called as periderm and the innermost layer is known as plerome. The outermost layer, the epidermis, which is derived from dermatogen, and the cortex region, which is derived from periderm, and the innermost layer, the stellar region, which is derived from plerome. This theory proposed this. Then tunica corpus theory. Tunica and corpus, the entire shoot apices, which is divided into 2 regions, namely the tunica and the corpus. Tunica is the outermost region and corpus is the innermost region. So based on this, there are 3 theories shoot apical meristem. So today you learned first question, definition and the characteristics of meristematic tissue, then classification of meristem, finally theories of shoot apical meristem. Learn all these questions and draw all the diagrams in the note. Thank you.